Duochrome terracotta with a green flash. What's up guys, welcome back. I'm feeling very Hannah Louise Poston today in this frilly shirt. I actually messaged her and I was like, I bought a shirt and it reminds me of you. You'll know it when you see it. So this is the one. So today guys is a very special day because Exa Beauty, a brand that makes one of my favorite foundations, it is one of the first clean beauty foundations that came out with a really big shade range and is silicone free and just kind of hit a lot of the marks for those people who are accustomed to shopping clean brands. It is Credo's house brand. They are finally releasing their next product and it is the Light Show Color Melt, and I was fortunate enough to receive these in PR. This is not sponsored, but I did get all the shades sent to me and it is being released today. And this is not a first impression. I have had the chance to try all of these and you might be wondering, well actually I probably already put it in the thumbnail. Yeah, I'm back at it. We're going to be swatching these on my face today. Like not on my eyes, like on my face. So first I will show them to you and explain the finishes and the shade names. Then we will talk about the claims and everything and the pricing, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. This might be a quick video, it might not, I don't know. Let's go ahead and jump in. All right, so these are they. This is what the package looks like. It's a liquid eyeshadow. And there are 8 of them, and they, you know, just come in this nice little tube with a very precise little squeezy on the bottom. And the shades fall into one of 2 categories. There are the Color Melt foils, which are brilliant metallics that offer an opaque glimmering finish. And then there are the Color Melt sparklers. They are 4 hypnotizing shimmers that offer a shifting holographic finish. So I'm going to swatch the Color Melt foils on this side of my face and the Color Melt sparklers on this side of my face. So we're gonna start with BFF, which is described as rose gold, and this is she. They are $22 each. That's quite a lot. So we'll start here, and I'll give you guys a nice big swatch because there's only gonna be 4 on each side of my face. And I want to kind of show how it feathers as well. So these metallic ones, the Color Melt foils, are going to give you a nice wet look finish when they are built up to full opacity. And they're more of a one and done shadow in the truer sense where they are opaque and have like a color presence on the skin, especially this one. So BFF being the rose gold obviously is going to be right within my comfort zone. They do a pretty good job of feathering out. And then we will go in with Scotch, which is metallic pewter. I'm going to try not to squeeze quite so much out on my finger this time. And that's what she looks like. Pewter is not always my shade. It does lean a touch blue in this sense, so. See, a little bit blue. Get a nice big swatch. Use our real estate here. A little on the patchy side, but there's plenty in the tube. You know, you can build it up to full opacity. So that is Hopscotch. The next one is Recess, which they are calling a neutral gold. And this says it is charged with plant-powered UV filters. Ooh. So there's that. Take a finger and kind of feather the edges here. Try and build this up a little bit. I'll try and save a little bit of room to swatch other products near them so that you guys can see for color reference, finish reference, things that are similar to this in my collection. But that was Recess. Next, and the final of the Color Melt foils, this is Jump Rope, and it is pewter with lilac pearl. So I guess that means it shifts a little bit. Yep. And this reminds me a lot of, I want to say, Cub or Fawn, I can't remember, from the Glossier Lid Stars. So again, BFF, Hopscotch, Recess, and Jump Rope. And that is how they shift in the light. Very nice. Okie dokie. Now we will move into the Color Melt sparklers. Again, these are, I think, more translucent and much more like shimmery. So they have like different size glitters in them and stuff, whereas these are more of an opaque foil. So we're going to start with Slumber Party. Slumber Party being a champagne with silver and copper sparkle. This one has some color to it, but also has like a sheer quality that even when you completely sheer it out, it is a lot more glittery. So you can see, even though, I don't want to say they're the same, this is much peachier, but they kind of follow a similar color family. This one appears golder just because it has that like gold glitter in it, you know? We have pretty bad natural light today. It's stormy outside. I'm gonna move my light a little bit closer. Does that help a little bit? Okay, next we have Dream Phone. And this is Duochrome Violet with an Indigo Flash. That's a pretty exciting color. It very much gives me body glitter vibes from back in the day. I do like that it really doesn't have much of its own identity in terms of a true color. It is more just a skin with a glitter shift sort of thing. You know, like you see all my freckles, you see my skin through it, and then you really only notice it's there when the light hits it. And it just looks wet, but blue. Like definitely blue, what they say, indigo flash, so. Very, very interesting. The next one is Dear Diary. Anybody? Anybody? What is it? Sad Cat Diaries? Dear Diary. This is Iridescent Sheen with a rainbow sparkle. Very subtle. Yes, you know, it has a rainbow sparkle if you are really, really close to it, but more than anything, it's just kind of, I don't know, just kind of glitter. You know, it's like, you know, it looks white in the tube, but it's just kind of pearlescent, and you know, rainbow glitter would lead you to maybe think that it's kind of holographic, but to me, I mean, yes, if you look really closely it is, but it's in no way avant-garde. And then finally we have Roller Rink. So this is a duochrome terracotta Hunlow with a green flash. Duochrome terracotta with a green flash. Okay, that's a lot of notes. Here we go. Duochrome terracotta with a green flash. All right, so let's see if I was right. This is the lid star in fawn. I'm going to place it next to, It is very, very similar to Jump Rope. So that is fawn next to Jump Rope. Jump Rope is more purple and maintains the integrity of the texture better when you spread it out, whereas fawn is going to be more sheer. Rose Gold BFF here. I have Cub from Glossier. Again, quite similar. I don't wear the lid stars that often because when you sheer them out, they get very, very sheer and they lose a little bit, like I said, of that glitter integrity, and I'm looking for more of a pop. These do give me more of a foiled effect that the Exa ones do. All right, and then we have Moon from Glossier, which is very pearlescent, and I'm actually gonna put that like here. Kind of reminds me more of the sparklers, if you can see that. You know, it's not really as there. It's not as much there. And then finally I have Slip, which I guess it would be the closest to like one of these. It's kind of a pale pink. It might be somewhere over in this category too, but it also kind of disappears on impact, so. Feeling very Megan Sparkle today. This is my Megan Sparkle crown, and now I'm definitely Megan Sparkle. And then I have the Vesca right here. I just wanted to take one of these and put it up against this gold color here to show you guys the difference, because on camera sometimes it might not come across. So this is Karina, which is the, you know, glittery gold from Vesca, up against Recess. Much more patina, a little bit richer, more depth, more glitter. Okay, I'm gonna actually leave you guys like close in like this so that you can kind of catch, you know, any looks that I might have denied you thus far while I'm trying to do too many things at once. And I'm going to read you the little dossier here. When the team behind Credo created Exa, they broke the clean beauty mold. The brand debuted with a 43 shade liquid foundation, the most in the clean space, and completely revolutionized the category. Now it's time to get glowing with Light Show Color Melt, a multi-use, multifaceted pigment to layer on cheeks, lips, eyes, and body. Harness your inner artist and enter a world of endless shimmer, shine, and next-gen clean color. So, you know, I kind of saw these as eyeshadows because that's how I would wear them, but they are very much saying like, when I get body glitter vibes from this, that's sort of the intent. Illustrious liquid colors powered by detoxifying plant extracts go from subtle to superfly. I'm sorry, I do have to mention that I object to detoxifying. I don't believe in detoxifying anything, okay? So that's just me. No creasing, no smudging, no budging, no compromises. So in that sense, this is very much like the lid stars. Like once it's down, they claim that it's down, and you know, it spreads a little bit if you build it up a whole lot, and if you were to like move it around, it might just be that that's not quite dry yet. Same with the lid stars. The gel formula delivers stay put color that is powered by brightening Manketti oil and hydrating sea algae extract, a clean alternative for conventional cult favorites. A little wink and a nod there to the Glossier lid stars. Light Show packs bold pigments that really last without the use of silicones or microplastics. Available in 2 finishes, foils and sparklers, they can be used to create a mesmerizing layered look. Each finish can be worn alone as a highlight or shadow, or as a topper or over powdered eyeshadow, lipsticks, or blush. Vegan, cruelty-free, and gluten-free, formulated to meet the Credo clean standard. You guys know that this is not anything that's that important to me anymore, but it is important to some people who still watch my channel. Light Show Color Melt is made without over 2,700 plus questionable ingredients. The tube is made from sugarcane bioresin. That is neat. A carbon neutral material that is recyclable through packed recycling take-back bins at Credo stores. I don't know how that works online, but at Credo stores. And I also have a TerraCycle box. So the Exa Light Show Color Melts are $22 each for 10 milliliters, available beginning June 23rd, 2021 at exabeauty.com, credobeauty.com, and Credo stores. So I've been using these for about a week now, trying to figure out the ways that I wanted to wear them, and you will notice as I move into my final thoughts on these here, there is one thing that I conspicuously did not do in this video with these Light Show Color Melts, and that is, I didn't put them on my eyes. I am, I think, terribly allergic to them. When I wear these on my eyes, they irritate my eyes really, really badly. They do dry down, and it's not a matter of me being clumsy as I am and kind of putting them in my eyes, but even them being near my eyes causes my eyes to turn red and water, and I have to wash them off. So I have been trying to figure out how to articulate that, because I don't know what ingredient does it, and I don't want to say that they're poisonous or something. This is obviously something that is just personal to me. So I wanted to be able to give you guys a review and without like front loading it with that caveat. But if you did watch to this point and you do have really sensitive eyes and you know what I'm talking about, there's that, you know, even some mascaras will give me that, where it almost feels like fumes in my eyes a little bit. That's what this did. It's just a particular ingredient that I don't know what it is. And so if that's a concern for you, then this might also be a concern for you. But other than that, I did want to share the textures with you. And I also have thoughts on the way that these do wear. Sorry, my camera died. I actually also wanted to swatch the blue one against Violet. There we go. There's Violet's, the blue one. Oh God, it's not that I don't want to try and say French, it's that it's so tiny. Bleu de Minuit. There we go. So that's the Violet one. Anyway, so speaking of the textures versus the shades themselves, I did apply them in the order they have them on the card so that I can remember what I did. You can see that the Color Melt foils do all have a similar formula or the same formula, but that some are more opaque than others. I think that Hopscotch is a little hopscotchier, it's a little bit skippier, whereas the BFF and Recess are a little, actually even Jump Rope are a lot more opaque. And then on this side you can see, I mean, they obviously intended these differently. So, you know, like Roller, Rink, and Slumber Party have color, whereas these are clear other than the glitter. You know, I don't know what was inside the minds of anybody, but it seems that that was what was intended here. And so, you know, it is valuable to see those differences. If this is your skin tone, then it's probably going to, you know, just show up as glitter on you. Like I said, I did apply these to my eyes several times, and I applied them both in a no makeup kind of way to try and see what they were going for, and then also in a my style way where I tried to build them, layer them, get a true like eyeshadow eye look out of them where I was playing with, you know, contour and light and things like that. And obviously anything that's like completely shimmery is going to limit you in that respect because it's going to distort any shadow that you're trying to create. But I tried to use the temperatures of the colors and everything to build something pretty. The problem for me was how they just don't really want to build and then keep building in an easy way, the way that like the Vesco ones would. So maybe my expectations were off in that respect. And then when it comes to these ones that are mostly translucent, with the exception of the glitter, they're very pretty when I have them on my skin like this. But on my eyes, because my eyes are very small and they are very deep set, when I did get something that was just a sheer wash with glitter on it, this is completely personal, but that's also the only thing I can offer, you just kind of lose it. Like it just wasn't there, you know? And I found that if I tried to build it up or something, it was there enough that if you were looking for it, you would notice it, but it wasn't consistent enough to really be like, oh, like that looks intentional. So at the end of the day, these weren't for me, because they are just a texture that doesn't necessarily translate specifically to the way that I want to do my makeup. So that is my personal taste, but as far as giving an idea of how they perform, hopefully this, you know, shows you all of the shades, the nuance differences between them, how they blend, if they build, and you might be able to at least gauge your expectations that way. So I do really appreciate them sending them to me. And I hope that I did provide enough insight on the way these perform that even though they're not for me for a couple of reasons, they might still be appealing for you and that you at least got a really good idea of what they look like. So yeah, if you found this valuable, guys, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down if that's your truth. And if you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you guys did. Thank you so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.